goddamn it. My customer is okay. No, for real, it's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. No, it's a shame, don't be goddamn it. You know, loving yourself at the end of the day, it's not a crime, neighbor. No, for real, for real. You may not be fine as one, but hold on one second. You are somebody, understand, even exchange to love yourself to value your time. It's a shame, don't be. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, I actually hope all is well on your end, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. It's not. Never give up on yourself because someone says you don't have potential. Never give up on yourself because someone blackmail you against you. Being authentic, actually having the potential when you was never the issue. No, it's a check. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these folks nowadays. They gave up on you, they overlooked you, they disrespected you. They painted you out to be something you truly wasn't because you truly had potential. Everybody heals trauma and pain differently. Understanding growth and maturity hits different when you can your body on your shoe size. Certain folks who never understand your love language going within understand self-control. You understood discipline when you almost like you wasn't trying to lose control. You found balance when you least expected it and the space when you couldn't even see. Always be yourself, continue to be patient with time and day. Because the right people truly choose you when you truly go within. Now, any shit, don't be always be yourself, but don't believe that attention. My content not for everybody. It's not, and that's okay. Don't give up on yourself because someone says you don't have potential or someone's in the background trying to blackmail you against you. My content is not for everyone. No, it's a trick, don't be goddamn. My content, everybody, that's okay. You know, entertainment purposes only. No, for real, for real. It's a train of thought for me. You know, back in the day, buying the ice cream from the ice cream truck used to be reasonable. You know, when your parents said, God damn it, it's ice cream in the goddamn house. Leave it the fuck alone. It's only $1.25, bitch. It's a train of me. Entertainment purposes only. You know, compared to today's era, 2025. Oh, bitch, we can't run 4 quarters together today. It's changed on me. I feel bad for you, babies. Oh, see the price of the motherfucking ice cream truck today? You want what? I'm gonna get you 2 pints of ice cream for the same goddamn price. It should be no reason why ice cream is fucking $10, $12 for a motherfucking ice cream cone. Who the fuck signed up for this goddamn dairy? First of all, baby, you lactose intolerant. It changed though for me. No, when you realize at the end of the day, you're gonna have a bad stomach ache anyway. I'd rather go to the grocery store and then take that extra walk that I didn't want to do. No, it changed on me a week later. You know when you were a kid at the end of the day and you asked for some motherfucking ice cream, these motherfuckers quit to say, I ain't got it right now. They wouldn't mind seeing you frown. No, it changed on me. I just over your bullshit. You know, they actually walk to the motherfucking ice cream truck and said, that's a little bit too much, baby. Oh, all right. I'll get you some when I get my food stamps. Oh, what's that? It's a trade on me, bitch. And say purpose only, my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Check you out, neighbor, never don't dim your light. Check you out, neighbor, never don't dim your light. No, it's the train of thought for me. Yeah, I was sweating right to left. But why would I want to reject myself when I was willing to better myself when it comes to my mental health? They tried to shortchange me when it came to my character traits. But only was the whole almost like I had to believe in my faith. I was far from ugly. No, it's a trait though for me. Oh my goodness. Because the beauty always started within me. No, it's a trait though when you actually paying attention. Maintain the smile when they want to see you down a frown. Overcoming the mindset, becoming your worst enemy, insecurity. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it was endured with you once upon a time, but that's a chapter that's truly closed. They would never understand elevation when it comes to maturing. How can your body weight not your shoe size? That energy is different. I never had hate in my vein, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. How folks put you in competition when you was never competing. It be the train of thought for me. You brought BITCH out for me. It really be the train of thought for me. How when you so authentic, truly got potential, never was the issue. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, far from a hater. Oh, you said I was a lame. They said you whack, can you corner, you with nobody. They said you whack, can you corner, you with nobody. Hold on 1 second. I was nobody to you, But imagine at the end of the day, the right people truly see me, understanding my potential was within me. Something that you can relate to was being yourself. It's like a whole group of people to battle yourself with your mental health. You forgot to you realize you shortchanged yourself when it comes to loving yourself. You said I was slow, stupid, and retarded because I had a speech problem. Ow! It'd be the chain of thought for me. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Being authentic is truly not a crime when you was never the issue. Bitch, do you need a tissue? It straight off of me. They said you bum B-I-T-C-H. You bum B-I-T-C-H. You welfare recipient. Hold on 1 second. You welfare recipient. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Yeah, that was poverty and pain. I mean, I looked at like what I've been through, but I understood my reality can change. If I put that footwork in and choose myself to understand my mental, that you call me mentally unstable. You know, everybody deals with trauma and pain. Our verse psychology damn sure wasn't the same because I didn't have to play games. I wasn't wearing the mask to be my authentic self that bothered your mental health. I chose me not to dim my light. How was my biggest cheerleader when you tried to dim my light? How was my biggest cheerleader when you tried to dim my light? Oh my God. Practice makes perfect when it comes to being authentic. Got your next door neighbor, different tax bracket gang, spoke you right to left. Paying you out to be somebody you truly not, because you truly got potential. Making money off you right to left, but couldn't put respect on your name. It'd be the train of thought for me. I never had hate in my vein. They said you whack in your corner, you were nobody. They said you whack in your corner, you were nobody. Hold on, little shawty, calm down. You're doing too much. Why are you so loud? That's the problem with people now. You can't be your authentic self in your own space. When you fall from a criminal at the end of the day, one thing you never had to do was run from your past when it came to your pain. They would never understand that empty stomach. They pick and choose who they want to bully when it comes to their psychology, mind games. The manipulation was weird and wow. Hold on 1 second. You really did that to me that day? It'd be the train of the store for me. You know, gang stalking is real until it's your household. Hold on 1 second, neighbor. I'm far from a follower. I'm more so like a leader because I truly got potentials. Why would I want to fumble me? When you disrespected me, sneak diss me, said I was a nobody. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Hey butterfly, hi, how you doing? Another day, who would've knew? A reality check 101, mutually choosing you. We may not pray the same, but I ain't got hate in my vein. I knew how to respect my neighbor even on your rainy day. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Hold on 1 second. You are beautiful, it started within. They would never understand your uniqueness going within. You know, being authentic, fall from a hater, fall from a copycat. Even when these chicks and dudes try to blackmail you against you at the end of the day because you truly got potential, when you was never part of their competition with the lies they told, how you truly blossom at the end of the day, right to left, have to reject yourself. They would never understand how God was truly protecting your mental health. Oh my God, it's so hot. I don't know if they playing with the water or not. It'd be the train of thought for me. As soon as I say something, they quick to say, hold on 1 second. Here she go with the problems again. Oh, that's another story at the end of the day. It's kind of funny at the end of the day, folks want to paint you out to be somebody you truly not. Only to project pain, paint you out to be the villain in their story at the end of the day because you chose you to understand self-control when it came to discipline, being a consumer. Oh my goodness! They say when you speak up for yourself, you're slow, stupid, and retarded. They say when you speak up for yourself, you a snitch, you a B-I-T-C-H, I can't stand you, bitch. That's what they said at the end of the day. So that you mentally slow, stupid, and retarded. I said it already. They wanted you to fumble you, but you was truly choosing you. They would never understand your heavenly mother, father, God was by your side. Not one lie was told. You didn't have to get physical with folks at the end of the day besides speaking up for yourself because God was holding your head up high. They would never understand you didn't have to get high. How your neighbor try to stink this you, disrespect you. You remember that chapter when your life at the end of the day when they try to lace you. Then they try to hide their hands behind Spielberg. Project the monster at the end of the day, you mentally ill, slow, stupid, and retarded. When you was far from that at the end of the day, because you didn't have hate in your thing, because you didn't have respect your neighbor. When they try to line you, it's like your free will. How these dudes and chicks with their bad habits, only rest at home on 1 second, you had to wail out. They was waiting for somebody to show to fuck them up. But God said, I got your back. They would never understand that you didn't have to use your best self-vision of yourself. Because you was truly lucky. Going with them. Understanding self-control when it came to discipline. How certain folks wanted to see you down and see you frown. They wanted you to be strung out, be the crash out, let alone they test dummy. How you had these witches and warlocks trying to shortchange you when it comes to your mental health, or because you was believing in your faith, how this type of stuff actually happens on somebody's worst day, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Our vocabulary not the same, but I know I respect my neighbor, even days when I can't see. How folks see potential within you. How folks want you to shut you up. How folks want to shut you up right to left. So they got to do things to mentally abuse you physically. Try to shortchange you on your mental health. Paint a picture at the end of the day that you did it to yourself, to hurt yourself. But that was never in your vocabulary because God gave you the strength. They would never understand that you don't worship the devil and you never had malicious intentions. I'm not aging and I respect that my content is not for everyone. No, I ain't gonna trade on me. It's goddamn hot. I gotta go. Never give up on yourself when it takes a group of people to take you down. And you never even had malicious intentions. But they truly wanted to see you frown down. They didn't want you to elevate to become your best self vision of yourself. How they hack your device to lie on your name when you didn't have to get physical. You was never doing it for the likes and the views of the clout chasing. It was truly a reality. They would never understand your existence. That's God's light. That's your faith that you walking by. You never thought that you was better than nobody, but healing trauma and pain, it was never a game. Being authentic, it was truly within you, not on the outside. They would never understand that you're still healing trauma and pain. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, regardless to who's rooting for you or not. And especially when you don't got malicious intentions, regardless to what your next door neighbor is trying to do at the end of the day, didn't matter their tax bracket, what they bad habits. You know, healing trauma and pain is not a race overnight process. It's not. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. My content is not for everyone. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, respect will be a two-way street. And I say that respectfully. They wouldn't have to have malicious intentions towards you, looking at you like competition. And never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person. Because God allowed you to see why that was the wrong person. Let alone was the devil or the enemy at the end of the day, because God was still protecting your mental health. They would never understand the even exchange. You was never in competition. You never had hate in your vein. You knew how to respect somebody at the end of the day. Everybody has to be part of your journey when you have to get physical and project pain. How you got your next door neighbor telling you every move like a bad habit, then mad they tax, but at the end of the day, when it comes to my creativity, I work alone. And I say that respectfully. I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own or to give it to someone else or tell my every move, and I say that respectfully, regardless to the time is not in existence. But your bad habits at the end of the day, but your lack of self-control when it came to discipline didn't matter your tax bracket. Did I say that already? If we lived in poverty and pain or not, to stay in your lane. It'd be the train of thought for me. How folks won't put respect on your name. They will want you to live in fear, becoming your worst enemy. They will rather blackmail you against you to try to dim your light, to have you shadow banned or pay this person or pay that person or pay this person in this community to make sure that you're shadow banned from your existence. Make sure that your word is not irrelevant. They say, we're going to make sure we shut you up. We're going to plot a crime against you and nobody will ever fucking hear your voice or believe you. Then they sit there and say, you know what? We're going to dig up your past and get a file together to manipulate you against you, to paint you out to be somebody that you truly not, to ruin your reputation, to get you locked and put you in a cycle. How these folks actually be actually thinking. Today is currently June 23rd, 2025. I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, respect's a two-way street. You know, maturing actually hits different when they act in their body. They didn't have to shoot size. They didn't have to play with spell work to sort change you when it comes to your mental health. They didn't have to blackmail you, get you out to put you in a psych board. They didn't have to have the mindset of energy harvesting off your energy or even trying to destiny strike with you. No, I have to trade on me. I gotta go. I need a shower. I gotta go. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm knowledge and I'm respect. And my content is not for everybody. And I say this respectfully. It was never for likes and views or cloud chasing when you choose yourself or fame. Because when the right people truly for you, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. And they don't project spell towards you. And they don't gather up in groups to kick you down. It be train of thought for me. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from my hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from my hater, what about you? No, the train of me, always be a stepping on my last and touch. Don't dim your light, neighbor, far from my hater, we not the same, neighbor. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. This is to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're a content creator or entrepreneur or not. Even if it's just one person watching you and they're cheering you on, don't ever give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. That's like with life itself. Because in life itself, you don't have somebody rooting you on. Everybody's walk of life is not the same, so I can't speak for everybody. But it's certain individuals that can't express themselves to certain individuals. It's certain individuals that can't to have certain conversations with certain individuals. But to know that you have the right people by your side, that energy is different. And it's reciprocated a two-way street. Because when someone is truly for you at the end of the day, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. And I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. But always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. And never feel like someone can dim your light when they're in the background saying that God is not real. After they had your devices and had your next door neighbor telling you every move, and then had a tax bracket, and how you never stopped choosing you, regardless to who was rooting for you or not. You continue to show up for you. They wanted you to be a crash out so bad when you have to get physical. It be the train of thought thing when it come to your mental health, how they say that you was mentally unstable. That self-love looks good when it come to your confidence. Didn't think you you didn't think you was better than nobody, but you allowed yourself to understand to let go of those bad habits. And you still being patient with time and day when it comes to Hilltron pain. I gotta go. No, the train gonna be hot. You know, when the right people walk into your life, respect's a two-way street, and I say that respectfully. You matter and you are worthy. You are beautiful and you are handsome. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Gang stalking is real until it's your household. And it's disgusting to see how individuals have children. And I would hate for someone to do what you do to me to them. It don't matter your tax bracket, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. If you're a teacher or entrepreneur or not, a counselor, a doctor at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. I never had hate in my vein. Far from just the end of the day, regardless how you look at me. Pay me out to be the villain in your story. I put it in God's hands, and it's just different. You would never understand my self-reflection. I just knew how to stay in my lane, 6 feet apart, 10 feet apart. Think at the end of the day. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I gotta go. It's too goddamn hot in here. Always be yourself. It's disgusting to know that they watch you within watching you, and they try to torment you when it comes to gang stalking. It's disgusting to know that they hide behind fake pages, how they send someone who doesn't have a mind of their own to do their dirty work when you don't have self-control within you, because you wouldn't want someone to do that to you, or you wouldn't want somebody to do that to someone that you love and care about. But y'all work together at the end of the day, so you don't care. And if it has to take a group of people to take down one person, and that person never signed up for your one-sided ass contract at the end of the day, it tells a lot about your character traits. It be the train of thought for me. How you gotta project stoic on somebody's energy, harvest of someone's energy. You got me shadow banned, or whatever the case may be. But one thing I will never stop doing is being nice and on respect. I'm far from a hater. When God sends right people to your life, respect's a two-way street. And if you're an entrepreneur or not, I say this respectfully. Never lose the vision that God endured within you. When you fall from a copycat being authentic, it came naturally. They would never understand how you flow. Even when someone try to take your ideas when it comes to your creativity, God will forever elevate you. That energy is different. Remember, they can't move unless you move. No, the train gonna be goddamn it. You cannot do it how God endured it within me. I gotta go. I'm far from a copycat. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Loving yourself is not a crime. Peace and respect, self-respect, your neighbor, stop the violence. You better rather not damn me. I like all you, neighbor, damn me. I like stop the violence, stop the violence. Protect your energy, protecting your family. Stay out of trouble and stop the violence. There should be no reason why a mother or father or a loved one should have to worry about their child going from point A to Z, and that was their last phone call. And it doesn't matter if that mother or father or that loved one came from poverty and pain, or came from a well-known household or not. It should be no reason why a mother or father or a loved one should be shortchanged of a blessing. because someone didn't understand self-control when it came to their lack of discipline. And it didn't matter if someone had a mother and father in the household, because people pick and choose who they want to bully. People pick and choose who they want to take their free will. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I'm not using no respect, and I work alone when it comes to my creativity, regardless of who tries to blackmail me against me, and I say that respectfully. You reached out for a helping hand, only to realize the energy wasn't reciprocated the same. They was behind closed doors doing shit for elevation, to try to dim your light, to project pain, to run mind games, talking about you like a bad habit. They already was plotting on you against you at the end of the day, regardless if they was well established or not. Always remember when the right people walk into your life, they don't got malicious intentions towards you. You could be introduced to somebody or you can acknowledge somebody at the end of the day. But when someone truly is for you at the end of the day, they're not in the background trying to blackmail you against you. I'm not aging on respect. And my content is not for everyone. People will try to blackmail you because you're willing to choose you. Being authentic is not a crime. No, it's a trick on me. I gotta go. It's fucking hot. Ow! I'm not here to respect, and my content is not for everybody. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not happy with devices, gang store people, project spell work. I do not energy harvest people's energy, and I don't disrespect with people. And I say that respectfully. I don't. And I do not worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone, and I work alone when it comes to my creativity. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself. When God's in the right into your life, even exchange has different elevation when it comes to growth. People sitting at your table, they look at you like competition because y'all was never competing. They have hate in their vein. They actually cheering you on. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. The elevation hits different. They had good and bad days, but they didn't have to hurt you, to disrespect you, because you didn't have to get out of character. The energy is different. When respect's a two-way street, how God allowed you to see your past and your reality today, regardless if you came from poverty and pain. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Love yourself, to better yourself, never dim your light. Love yourself, to better yourself, never dim your light. Check you out, neighbor, neighbor. I gotta go far from a hater. Have a good day. Thank you for your time. Peace and respect, sir. Respect your neighbor. Stop the violence.